Hey man, my favorite studio monitors just got smarter. This is the Wavy rating of the Atom Audio A7V. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Wavy Wayne from Wayne.wav, and this channel is all about helping you to record and mix better and faster. Today, I'm gonna be doing a Wavy rating over my new A7V studio monitors from Atom Audio. Now, if you know, I've been rocking with the A7Xs for years, and when they put the A7Vs on the market, I had to try them to see what's the difference, what's the upgrades, why should I get it, and should you get it, all right? The Wavy rating is a system that allows me to try it before you buy it, and I'm gonna be rating these Atom A7Vs on 10 different categories, including features, build quality, aesthetics, support, versatility, ease of use, performance, availability, price, and the Wavy factor. So let's check these joints out. First off, let's go ahead and take a look at the features, man. For this, I'm gonna just go ahead and go to sweetwater.com and see what they talking about on the features of this joint real quick. So they basically, the Atom Audio A7V 7-inch power studio monitor features a two-way powered studio monitor optimized for near-field applications. So it's a two-way monitor. You got your tweeter and you got your woofer. It's a 7-inch woofer here. You got the XR ribbon tweeter, which I love, man. Super low distortion at high SPLs, super smooth high end for all of the mixing and mastering that you need to do. You also on this monitor get DSP based tuning, which helps you tune the room for any space. I think it's great. They also have an app that allows you to control these monitors remotely. So you can sit right in your sweet spot and tune the monitors without having to get up and turn knobs and push buttons on the actual monitor itself. They also include native integration with SonarWorks Sound ID reference plugin. It is sold separately, but you get a 60-day free trial when you buy these new monitors. They also have 96 kilohertz sampling rate and 24-bit A to D converter, keeping the audio pristine. Rotatable HPS waveguide gives you further sonic customization, which is dope. Vertical cabinet and balanced and unbalanced inputs. So ultimately, these are the studio monitors of the future with all that extra DSP built in, the remote control abilities, and more, man. So basically, when it comes to features, I think they are feature packed and give me a whole lot more features than any other monitors that I have. 10 out of 10 on features on this one. The next category that we're going to be talking about is build quality. Now, with the XR ribbon tweeter, I think this is one of the best tweeters I've ever heard on a studio monitor. I've been rocking with them for years on the A7Xs, and they sound just as good on these A7Vs. I love that it includes this metal cage right in front of it so that it can't get damaged. Now, one thing that is different on this model from the previous models of the A series is this woofer. This woofer is now a paper coned woofer, which struck me a little bit, in the beginning because I could hear the difference. It sounded more papery than the previous version, which uses like a plastic coated carbon fiber cone for the A7Xs, right? But these actually perform very well, and what I was surprised to hear is that even though this is a paper woofer, the paper seems to react faster, and the mid-range is a lot more intelligible, and so is the low mids too, which we'll talk about later in the video. So again, it's built like a tank. Let me see. This monitor is probably 20 pounds, so make sure if you plan on mounting these anywhere that you have a really strong mount or a really strong mic stand. But it has all the controls on the back that you need to actually control. Have some little buttons that you can press. They feel good to click around. Nice little knob with a detent on the level knob here. Now, one thing that I wish was the same is that we had the level control and the power control on the previous versions. They were on the front of the monitor. These monitors have everything on the back. That is, it's not that big of a deal. It's just like most other studio monitors, but I thought that was a great, unique feature of the Atom Audio monitors is having those controls right on the front. We lose that with this model, okay? On here though, you got your inputs, balanced and unbalanced. Like again, this thing is built like a tank. It's gonna be built to last. So we're gonna get a 10 out of 10 on the build quality. Next up on the chopping block is gonna be the aesthetics. How does this thing look? It looks pretty sexy, man. It looks pretty sexy here. The way that this, the top part around the tweeter is designed, the way it's carved back to really give you a pointed high end. And then, you know, this beautiful flat matte black cone. I love that. We got the ports on the front for the bass response. And this thing is just, it's beautiful. It looks really good in the studio. Looks like a professional high-end studio monitor should look. 10 out of 10 on aesthetics. Good job on this build. When it comes to support, I think this monitor has more support than I've ever seen in a studio monitor, to where Adam Audio is offering, I think, 6 or 7 years of an extended warranty. Plus, if you get it from sweetwater.com, which I recommend, you get 2 years of warranty from Sweetwater as well. So the support is out of the world, man. Make sure y'all register for that extended support when you cop your pair, and you'll be covered for a very long time. 10 out of 10 on support. All right, so let's talk about versatility. This studio monitor is designed to be used wherever you put it. It has these room adaptation controls right on the back, right? So where you can choose where it's at, if it's on your desk, if you're close to a wall, if you want to hear more highs, more lows. They have these adaptation buttons that make it really, really easy to adapt to your room. You also have your level control as well. And then you have your different voicings as well. I forgot about that. The different voicings basically give you a different studio monitor every time you change that voicing. So, and you can even control all of this remotely via the new app. So I think that when it comes to versatility, this is probably one of the most versatile monitors you can get in this price range. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 on versatility. And let's talk about ease of use. How easy is this stuff to use? Well, again, you see that these buttons on the back, they're pretty much self-explanatory. They have all the controls that you need to rock with. You don't really need that app, but it does make it easier to sit down in your desk and change the voicing and change the EQing of this monitor to fit your situation, to fit your room and what you just want to hear through your ears. You can change that easily via the app, man, and it just gives you a whole lot of control. You can not only set the frequencies in the monitor, you can offset the delay of each monitor from left to right. So it gives you a whole lot of flexibility. And yeah, so for ease of use, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. All right, now let's talk performance, because that's what's really important when it comes to this studio monitor. How does it sound? Now, I've had a few months to listen to this monitor in my studio, comparing it side by side to the A7Xs that I've been using for years. And I will tell you, the performance is exceptional. It sounds really, really good. Mainly where it beats the A7Xs is in the mid-range and the low mids, especially to where the paper woofer, I think, really lends itself to having a faster transient response, to where it just sounds much more detailed in the low mids. That's always been something that I was concerned about when I was rocking with my A7Xs. So I would use like this boombox to really make those low mids apparent even more than the A7Xs could, in my opinion. But now that I have this new monitor and all of the adaptation controls, I realized, hey, yes, this actually makes the low mids sound a whole lot easier to work with. They're more intelligible, they're more distinct. And so I'm gonna have to give the performance of these monitors, of course, the high end is always pristine. That's the same XR ribbon tweeter we've been used to. But yes, 10 out of 10 on the performance. These are professional grade, and you can trust these monitors for your mixing and mastering needs. Now let's talk about availability. Currently, Sweetwater has these available, ready to ship to your house. They can be there within 2 to 3 days. So make sure you click the link in the description if you want to cop a pair. So for availability, we're going to give it a 10 out of 10. The price, The price is, it's a mid-range price. Definitely not the most expensive monitors on the market and not the cheapest either, coming in at $799 each. So for about $1,600, you can own a pair of these monitors. But when you consider all the features that you have, man, the XR ribbon tweeter, this 7-inch dome woofer, the build quality, the trusted name of Atom Audio, you also get the room adaptation modes that can be DSP controlled, and you also get that extra integrated capability to work with SonarWorks Sound ID. This is really a great bang for your buck at $1,600. So for my project studios and professional studios, this is a great option. For home studios, depending if you're a professional or you really just want to have some of the best studio monitors on the market, then yes, this would be great for you. But I think this is a steal, and so I'm going to rank these at a 10 out of 10 on price. The last factor here is the Wavy factor. The Wavy factor takes into account everything that we've already talked about and tells you, hey, do I think that this is worth the cop? And I absolutely do. Again, if I had to choose between my A7Xs, which I've been using for years, and these A7Vs, honestly, I'm going to choose the A7Vs because of the increased performance with the low mid range, right? The increased detail there, all of the extra features that are available to me to tune the room to my liking and tune the monitors to my room and to my liking. And again, you just get it at a great price point too. So I think that overall, these monitors are a 10 out of 10 on the Wavy factor. That's a definite must cop for your studio. What do y'all think about the Atom Audio A7Vs, man? I'm really interested to know your opinion. I wish I can let y'all hear these, but I can't. Drop down in the comments below and let me know if you've heard them or you tried them or you about to go and buy them. I'm Wavy Wayne from wavywayne.com, and this is the Wavy Rating. Be dope.